Alright, I will start our lovely recap and get going here. So last session started off with our party fighting one of Artie's constructs. This one was called Talos, the Stormlord. It was about 10 feet tall, surrounded by some sort of electrical charge, so much so that when Alric and Thora went in to smash said construct, they kept getting electrocuted for their efforts. The construct was also able to use its electrical charge to zap our players from range, or just smash them with its shock hammer. The fight went like most have for our party lately. Alric almost went down immediately, but got healed back up by Hal. And he tossed a bunch of magic from the back row. Clark did some bard stuff. Thora raged and smashed. Without a few high bits of healing from Hal, things might have gone a little bad at the start, but I started rolling horrible, and Talos got smashed before you guys did. He did blow up when Thora finally got the final smash in, and it did kill Shadowclaw. But thankfully Annie was there to use her new spell storing ring to do a quick mass heal and bring everybody back up. After the fight was over and the door opened, you were finally able to see Artie's lab. It was a mix of magic and machine, mostly machines. Looked familiar to some of his other labs, but much more defined. You found pretty much another portal machine, but it looked active. About 20 feet up from the humming machine was what looked to be open space contained within some sort of electrical box, but our keen-eyed party knew that something didn't add up, so they started poking around. Annie grabbed Artie's journal that he left for them right beside a large button that said, "Press me." While she flipped through the journal, the rest of the party found a few fun things. Clark, first, was that the image of the open space was an illusion, and that another illusion was over a large metal workbench. Attached to the bench was some sort of chair, and when Clark flew on it, he felt something crunch underneath him. Alric then poked his hand through it and found a bunch of bones. Artie's bones. He also found a large shield and breastplate under the chair. And he then flipped to the final page of the journal and started to read aloud. It seems that Artemis created himself a brand new shiny body of something he called adamantium, and uploaded his brain into it and became Brainiac. He built this body to shed his old life so that no one could stop him from his mission to finally build a portal machine large enough not to fail. He would see the demon that transferred part of her soul into him to die once and for all, even if it blew up this stupid moon in the process. He also once again stated to hit the red button and that it's not a trap. So, of course, you guys hit the red button. The room then started to shift, and some railings popped up, and you slowly started to descend. It appears that the red button pretty much just turned on the elevator. You descended for almost 15 minutes before hitting ground floor, and you could smell the salt in the air as you got closer to the ocean. The ground level was massive. You found yourselves in a large sunken forge, and what looked to be some sort of dry dock, but it was now filled with water. So you spread out and looked around. Thora found an old workbench with the remains of some blueprints and a few scribbled notes that said something about a submersible being constructed. It was then that Alric was heading down a path that led outside, tripped a magical ward, and Thora instantly was killed. Thankfully, Annie's ring had a revivify spell on it, and she was quickly brought up fast. Alric and Shadowclaw pretty much just dumbfounded for a few minutes before shaking that off, and now more carefully moving towards the exit. Hal and Clark then started to detect magic around, found a bunch more hidden runes, each linking to somewhere else in the chamber. It was time for you guys to leave, before you set anything else off. So Alric hit the edge of the exit, noticed a simple trip-wire trap, and also noticed the edge of the cavern that you were in also had an illusion from the outside. From the inside, you could see out, and found your house floating about 100 feet out of there. So once the party was over the trap, you called out to Dana and told him to come in. He also told you, as he got closer, that you had company. Once aboard, you were face to face with Abigail Arcane, sitting in a chair, knitting, and then she asked you all a small question. Which one of you killed her daughter? Annie tried to put it off on Buster, but she saw through her lie. You all then saw Abigail grow a few feet, stood up, and you guys thought the worst was about to happen, but all she did was hug Annie and thank her for doing something a mother could not. She then looked at Annie in the face and saw something that made her grin, which is where the session ended, and we are going to be picking up here. So, what's everyone's first thoughts after you guys get in here and see Abigail?
Thor's like, now, who are you again?
Oh, right. We haven't actually met, have we, dear? My name is, well, Abigail Arcane was the name I was born with. I've had many names over the years. Some call me Baba Yaga, but I prefer Abigail. Pleasure.
The pleasure's all mine, ma'am.
Yeah.
I think.
It shouldn't be, though.
Oh, my name's Thora.
Thora. Pleasure. I've heard...
Yeah, that's all I know.
Chester's told me a few things about what's going on around here, but I would love to all hear it from you guys. What's up?
You make it sound so simple that... What's up? It's a lot has happened.
I know, dear. I'm just trying to, be nice. There's a lot of shit going on.
What exactly do you need to know about?
Well, we'll start with everything and then we'll go from there. How about I start? So, as some of you might have heard, and Chester's told me a few things, something or someone put something in a few of the most important Fae in Marzel, some sort of magical creature that kind of made us stop caring. Anyway, what all do you know? I know Clark, you and Alric here know a little bit, when the first time we met, of what was going on around Marzel. What have you told Thora and Hal about Marzel? Or actually, what would... I don't think Thora would know. Hal, do you think you would know a lot about... He's not here anymore, so why am I asking him? Never mind. I just noticed that he left. Okay. He wouldn't know much. Anyway. She's just gonna, create a pot of tea for everybody and have you sit down. My husband, a couple of you met him. Thora, I have a husband, his name is Alec. I don't know how much they have told you about him, but Alec and I, together, we help create the Feywild. It's something we've been doing for a long time. Anyway, 15 years ago when the Fey Refuge, fell into the water after the lovely explosion, we sat down with everybody at Marzel. We had a chat, and they decided, Lady Tandrin wanted us to try again. This will be our third time trying to create a time dilation, just like we originally had. But we can no longer do that anymore. It's time for action. So unless something drastic happens, we're not going to sit around and wait while everything around us crumbles. Now, the creatures that were infesting our minds, very tiny machines that magic just kind of seemed to slip off when you tried to detect them. I believe you seen a couple down at Dean Helen. That ring a bell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if you've told Thora or Hal about that. I don't think you have.
I don't think we have.
That was quite gruesome.
Yes. Anyway. Those creatures gave off a very, very faint anti-magic field that kind of turns part of your brain off. It affected us in ways we were not prepared for. We could still do our magic, but it turned part of our brain off that made us curious. We stopped caring about what was going on around us and pretty much made us focus on turning Marzel into another refuge. But all that is now over, and we are in war mode. Ever since you killed Endolin, those things have turned off, and we were able to get them all out. The Lady Tandrin is gathering a few important people to a council here soon, and she wants you all to come if you can. It's not going to be for a few weeks, so there's no rush, and I'm sure you are still quite busy. She's then going to, put a hand on the floor and give it a little pat. I see that you've made a deal with Thalen here. And you found Endolin's mirrors. I've repaired the one that goes to my place, so feel free to use it and come and go to Marzel anytime you need to. She destroyed it a long time ago, and I never really bothered to do anything about it. We have been estranged for quite a while, and she's always had ways of hiding from me. She was quite powerful at one point in her life, but I have the feeling that she stretched herself far too thin with deals she made over the millennia. And with her gone, it was time to repair that. So, as to the War Council, you could be there if you want, but it is not mandatory. Feel free to continue to figure out all the things that are going on around here so we can be much more prepared. I have a feeling that those causing all the issues are very good at hiding from magic. We've tried scrying on a few people that we suspect might be behind a few things, but we're getting nothing. Which, for a lot of us, should not be able to happen. Usually only something as powerful as a god can keep us from looking in. So we're a little angry.
So if there's nothing, there's something.
Yes. That's usually how it works.
Makes sense.
Now, what else have you learned? Chester has told me about some portal machines. I have been filled in about the demon problem. I haven't actually had details.
The portal machines, and I will take out the non-active kyber crystal.
Okay.
Yeah, I think being powered by these.
Ooh. You're going to see her, it's going to pretty much, float over to her. And she's going to, try and just, take a look inside. It's going to, flare a few different colors and then, And she's going to float it back over to you.
And as it comes back, Arc is going to say, I wish you'd warn me when you're going to do something like that.
Sorry.
And he gives a little shiver.
I've seen something similar to this, but nothing as intricate as this. Interesting.
Well, we are pursuing this, maybe, this gentleman, and this old artificer named Artie.
Artemis?
And we happen to, yes, Artemis.
Interesting. You see her, head shift, and it's really? This is... I'll take an insight from everybody. Let's do it that way.
Insight.
You'll be able to tell something shifted as soon as you said his name.
I am the most unobservant owl ever.
I'll take
Can you roll an insight for me?
Yeah. If your passive is over 15, I'll take that too. But it's not something a good passive will catch.
Yeah, Thora's passive is 18.
Okay.
That's way better than
Thora, definitely. So anyone over, let me roll for Hal here. Anyone with a passive over 15. 18 passive for Hal. You're good there. You'd be able to tell that as soon as you say his name, it's more of a... I always thought there might be something off with him. Almost like a visual sigh and a... Okay. What else about Artemis have you learned? She's like shifted from being a nice old lady to Abigail.
Well, we have discovered his journal. You still have it, right, Annie?
I do. And Abigail, you're actually in it. And she'll like slowly hold it out.
Well, I've only known him for 902 years, dear, so I didn't learn about him really until we came here. Have you had a chance to read it yet?
We have. It's
Well, you
definitely
really
in the-
haven't, but out of game you have. You've really only had it for a half an hour.
We only skimmed through it just a little bit.
Interesting.
I only had the ending spoiled for me.
Most people do love going to the back of the book. Well, do you mind if I look at it?
I always go to the back of the book. If the ending's no good, the start's going to be rubbish.
Well, we've always wondered how he's still alive. Usually gnomes don't live that long, so I am intrigued.
I mean, technically he's not.
We did find his remains.
I'm going to put out his skull.
Huh. Okay, and you found this in there.
Yes.
Interesting.
We know he has put his consciousness into some sort of mechanical being, for the lack of a better term.
Oh.
He's going by a different name. I think I didn't quite hear it. It's like train wreck or something.
Weird. Usually, most people try to ascend in a different way and don't give themselves a mechanical body. Intriguing.
Well,
That
if you
research
kind of
is
look at
quite
what
banned.
if you kind of look at what he has been into lately,
Yeah.
to me it kind of makes sense.
Yes, well, there are ways of doing it, of course. Most people don't use metal. It's easier to do other ways. Anyway, that's something for later. Would you all like to read it together? If you haven't really gone through much other than the back.
Sure.
I
Yeah,
would
we can.
love to learn a lot more about Artemis. Perfect. She's pretty much going to like conjure some snacks for everybody. Sit down, grab the book, and start reading it to you. Now, we can read it if you like. I know most of you guys have read it out of game, so we can skip through that if you like, unless you actually want to read the entire thing. It's up to you. I'm okay with skipping it.
Yeah, I think with the time constraints we may have, skipping would be okay.
Okay. At some point, I will read the entire half. Well, it's probably going to be a half hour to read it and upload that then. Perfect. So throughout the reading of this, you're going to be able to tell she reads a little, thinks a bit, reads a lot more, thinks a bit, and then like she starts reading and pacing back and forth, and by the time she's halfway through, you can tell she's quite angry, but she's trying to hold most of it in, to the point where she uses a spell and the book just starts reading on her own, and she just sits down and starts to think. And as this keeps going over, you're going to see her like start making notes. And she doesn't really talk for most of this. Something else is reading it for her. But you get the sense that this is quite troubling, and she's starting to put a lot of things together. And after you guys are done reading this book, this probably takes, she doesn't go through quick, so I'm going to say like a good hour and a bit. She closes the book and hands it back to you. Oh. Well, shit. All right. This changes a lot of things. A lot of things. Interesting.
Yeah. Think.
There's always been something about him that has not seemed right, and wow, I did not think Endolin was that devious. You almost like sense a little bit of pride in her dead daughter as she says that. Not a lot of people can get things by me. Not, never used to. I am
Raised
getting
a rat.
cold. Sorry, I didn't hear you there, Thora.
You raised her right.
Well, that was part of the job back then. What I used to do for a living has changed ever since we came to this planet. Well, Lunar at least. I never thought I'd stay on this little place for this long, but something's keeping us here. Now, where to next for you guys? What was your next move? Did you have one?
I want to destroy that place. Point at the old dry dock and that.
Yep. That is a good idea. I don't think we should be that close to it when we do it, though. I have a feeling it's booby-trapped to explode. I think we just need to find the right thing, and it's going to do it on its own.
Yeah, it was trapped to kill me.
Well, that does tend to happen, too.
Do you think that if it explodes, it's going to cause another earthquake?
Oh. The machine's off, correct?
Yes.
Should be fine then. I think it's just going to probably drop a lot more rock into the water. Well, is there anything you require of me? You've done quite
Can
a
you
lot.
Can you help Thora get her memories back?
Oh. Quite possible.
Yeah, I can't remember shit.
We found her in a mirror. Here.
That does track. I remember something a while ago of her having acquired something as fun as a... Mirrors were always her fun thing. I do believe I can help speed things up. Memories usually come back on their own, but I think I can. Might still take some time to heal, but it all depends on what she did to you. Well, now, this won't hurt, dear. She's pretty much going to come over, put your head in her hands, and she's going to cast Greater Restoration, and then heal. You'd be able to tell, pretty much like a cold bath washes over you, and at first it's quite discerning. That you remember really nothing from coming out of a mirror in some sort of demon area. Well, in her house. And seeing these people here. And then you are transported back home. In an instant, you remember everything. It's pretty much everything I've already sent you. Now comes rushing back.
Oh. Oh my. Oh my. Well.
You remember the Sky Touch Peaks. You remember family, parents, brothers and sisters. You were a warrior of the Sky Touch Peaks on Toril. A place where you now know RD destroyed.
Oh, that asshole.
You used to fly on the back of a griffin and patrol your herd.
Cool.
You used to live in the sky. A flying, floating island.
Well, y'all, I was pretty cool.
Do you tell us all of that?
Yeah.
So, Artie destroyed your home, too.
Looks like it.
Oh. You seem a lot less bothered by that than I do. Okay. I'm sorry for your loss.
Ditto.
Yeah, she's got a lot of memories coming back. I can't remember. Did we figure out how old you actually were? I don't know if we bothered to pick an age.
I don't know.
I don't have that here. So yeah, I know Air Genasi's live quite longish. Not as long as most races, but I think upwards like 300-400 years. So
yeah,
I'm thinking mid-30s, fairly youngish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just in my prime, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you remember the day that you stumbled upon an ancient crumbling tower, and curiosity got the better of you. You had friends with you at the time. You all went into the tower. They set off a lot of traps. None of them survived, and you came face to face with Endolin Wingrave. She was called the Weaver of Fates. And she trapped your soul into a mirror.
That's right. Yeah, your daughter, man.
How long were you in the mirror? How long ago was that time that you found the tower?
Roughly for you, you'd get a little bit of a hint from the journal. You were probably trapped for 4 years-ish before Toril went up.
Yeah, before Toril went up, about 4 years, I guess.
Yeah, Abigail would be able to give you an actual date when she thinks it might have happened.
Sorry, guys. It happened a lot sooner than I expected. I got to dip out.
Okay, but no worries.
All right. Bye.
Later.
Well, on a good note, you remembered your name when it came out. So she didn't take everything from you.
Nah.
The modify memory spell that she had on you was intense. I think within time it would have came back, especially after she died, but would have been a while. I am glad to have helped.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate it, you know. I mean, it's important for me to remember my past now I have more reason to fight. I mean, not that I didn't want to fight anyway, but now it's more meaningful to me personally.
True.
So you still single then?
Finally someone who always answers the right question at the right time.
Yeah. Well, that depends on you.
Oh shit.
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answers to.
Oh, that's the
I
story of
wasn't
my life,
expecting
dear.
the answer. So I've just got home, so I'll be on the computer in a second.
Okay, bud. Well, I've helped you out. You guys have done quite a lot of work lately. I don't know where you're heading to next, or what you require, but I can offer you something for helping, and maybe point you in a direction if you are looking for more information. Would you all
I'll take directions.
hold my hand, please?
Sure.
Annie is hesitant.
This won't hurt you.
I'll ask the simple question. How does 7 people hold 2 hands?
Oh. Well, there are ways. Anyway, I can do this one at a time if you like.
I'll still reach out to try grab a hand.
Yeah, it's pretty much just a all hands in. She's going to look over to the very, very quiet Alric.
Alec definitely has not moved since the reading.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like currently got like face in hands, being very still.
Yeah. Are you okay, young one?
He's just gonna sort of like put a hand up to stop her. Just give me a moment.
Understood.
You can definitely see sort of like the redness and cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
He's been crying.
Yeah. This has been a lot of information. I do understand. And if you need time, take it. I offer you the same that I'm going to be offering them.
Right, he's gonna stand up, just sort of slap his cheek. There's a notable red welt mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And head over.
Right. I fear the times that are ahead of us are going to be hard and tough. Maybe this will help. And you feel yourselves... There's not really much she does other than you feel part of her enter you. You feel a little tougher. So if everyone can go into your character sheet, under feats, under homebrew, go to the boon of Baba Yaga.
Ooh la la.
Pretty much gives you the tough feat.
I don't know how to do that.
So if you go to feats and go to manage feats, there should be a list of feats. If you scroll to the very bottom, there should be a homebrew one that's called the boon of Baba Yaga.
Yeah. Thanks, Baba Yaga. Abigail.
Either
Everyone's
works.
supposed
Most people call me Abigail. They don't know my past, for good
I
reason.
call you Baba Abigail or Abigail Yaga.
Let's just go with Abigail. Abigail works.
Alright.
Until more people find out who I actually am.
Well, that's fair, I guess.
Most don't remember who I was, for good reason. Now, how do y'all feel?
Not much better.
You,
Thank
for
you.
one, definitely need that. If I think I know half of what's going on in your little brain, someone has plans for you.
That's what I've been told.
This is going to be fun if she shows up. She's due to show up. Most of this is her fault.
I think she's having trouble.
Yes, her powers have diminished for reasons. We will work on that.
You mean that this is her fault?
Oh, she overstretched herself, dear. It does happen. Nothing to worry about, though.
Thora's just looking back and forth at the two of you like, what the hell are y'all talking about?
Anyway. To the north is the Sun Keep. I'll put you guys back on the main map so you can see where I find it. Right there. So you guys are currently here on your tower, on your turtle. She wants you to go up to here. So straight up north. Quite a ways away. Once you hit landfall, it's almost like a 10-day journey. So, up at the Sun Keep, I remember 2 of you, maybe 3 of you, had a lovely vision a few weeks ago. When we first, right before we first met. The Sun Keep is home to an oracle. Seeing as you've been given visions, maybe she has something else she can see in you. The Sun Elves have been keeping her under their watchful eye ever since she was found. So if you can seek out Dr. Fate, her caregiver, she might be able to help. I know you still do have lots of other things going on, but I have ways. I think I can send you up there, or at least close to it. I think as soon as Endolin died, I think portal magic might be working on a little bit larger scale. I might be able to send you through a tree up there. I haven't tried it yet.
Turtle?
Oh, probably not. No. Phelan here should definitely stay in the water. I see that you did make a deal with him. I am quite surprised. It is actually his original name. I kind of like Dana. He doesn't remember his original name, and you're going to hear like a small little groan. We've had a little chat, and I have a feeling Endolin did the same thing to him that he did to a few of us. But I have a feeling we should probably keep the mindworms in him for now. If he remembers who he was, things might go bad. He's technically should be the size of the island that we're currently on.
Our house has mindworms?
Well, the same ones pretty much that infected me, Alec, Lady Chandran, and a few others.
Yeah, they're in our house?
Well, they're in his head, and you're on his back, so you should be fine. But she's done something to make him a lot smaller than he should be. He is a world turtle.
A wordle.
He's actually a floating island, technically. So if he were to grow to his full size, he would destroy a lot of things. So we'll just keep him as is for now. If we can get him back to the planet, I think that would be better.
Ah, I was wondering would it would like to be on top of the world.
Technically, yeah. If he got big right now, he would destroy most things. In D&D lore, there is a actual world turtle, the size of like half the size of a planet. He's the offspring. Still growing. So, is there anything else you need from me before you leave? Feel free to come and go to Marzel as you like. Mir is working perfectly.
Do we know which mirror she used?
Yeah, there was two that were broken. One, the demon portal, and then the other one that was broken. Actually, were there two or just one? I'd have to double check. I think there was two, so one is still destroyed. But yeah, you'd be able to figure out which one as soon as you go there, which one's fixed.
Cool.
Yep. She didn't mention the actual portal, the big portal that you guys found. It looks like she doesn't know anything about that. In other words, she didn't explore.
Yet.
Yep. So, keep in contact. Unless you need anything from me now, I think I should go back and figure out what everybody else is doing and inform them of a lot of interesting things.
So where did you want to send us by tree, sorry?
She wants you to go to the Sun Keep, and she can get you close. She can get you to the nearest forest. But you guys also know at the Lulafell army base, that's where John asked you guys to go to find Cyborg and the Doom Patrol and learn about more information about the Warforged issues they've been having. So it's up to you where you want to go next.
What time of day is it currently?
You guys fought quite early in the morning. I'm gonna say you're probably pushing noon.
I might get a very early night. Sleep on things.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I need to go to Marzel. I need to talk to someone.
Yeah. Can always feel free to come with me now. You can get good old Dana here moving.
Um,
I need a moment. He's
gonna
gonna disappear upstairs.
Okay.
Kind of not good. Like not working.
I hear ya. What'd you say, though? I didn't hear that part.
The teleportation, isn't it kind of like heebie-jeebie and doesn't work?
It has only worked in Marzel. That's what she told you, and you would know that most people have stopped trying to teleport who don't live in Marzel. It's really the only place that it has been working. But she's saying it might be working now. She just hasn't tested it. It's definitely a spell that most people stopped trying to learn because it just didn't really work. So there's not a lot of people who aren't as old as she is that would probably know it.
I'll talk to her about teleportation circle. It's this spell I've acquired.
Interesting. Maybe your patron has been helping you learn some things. It might work. I don't know of any active circles other than Marzel. I'm sure we could start making some. But the more they're made, the more people that can use them. Until we know who we can trust, I don't know if we should. And, well, they do take quite a bit of time to make permanent.
Yeah, about a year.
Yeah.
Everyday crafting had 50
Yes.
gold a day.
So.
Might need to sell a turtle to pay for it.
Oh. I think we can maybe do a couple easy shortcuts. Figure it out. But if I can get through trees, that'll be a lot easier. There's not many big ones here, but there's a few that'll work. Plus, I think Alec is going to go on a investigation tour as soon as possible. He's not the best with open ocean, but if what this journal says and Artie is created some sort of submersible, we need to find it. And he'd be the best to do that.
Anyway. Ooh, from behind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here, but I have a point.
It's up to you.
There are people who are better.
I know. Annie currently has an item on her that you haven't used or tested. If she would remember about it, I believe you have the conch shell.
I don't know if I have that. That was never in my inventory.
Is it Cleric? Maybe it's
Probably
Cleric.
Clark has everything with his bag of holding.
Ooh, that's true. Let me look up Cleric.
How long would it take to get from Lowerfell to Sunkeep by turtle?
I don't have it in his inventory. The only thing he's got is a sending stone to Chester. And he's got a sending stone to Chester and a sending stone to Alec.
Did Kargath have it?
I don't think so. I thought he handed it to Annie.
We can say I have it. I just have never put it in
Okay.
as something that I have.
Yeah, I think you do have it. Doesn't really matter, but you guys would know about it.
So does it work basically like a sending stone, but to Alec?
No, the conch shell you had to use underwater to summon your Triton that you met.
Ooh.
He told you that when the time comes for you guys to have a meeting, he would like to join.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I really thought that was Clark.
No, maybe. I don't have it in his inventory, so he might have forgot to put it in there. And
We
Clark,
can say I have it.
yeah, he doesn't have a bag of holding. Clark.
Does?
Isn't that how we got everything from the dog?
Yeah. It was his dog brought it to us.
He's just never actually added the bag of holding to his inventory. Let me do that now.
His dog brought it to us on the docks.
Yep.
With like gifts for everybody.
Alright, he now has a bag of holding.
Because we've been using it to put shit in.
I know, he hasn't been putting in a running list. I will tell Abe to update his list of shit that's in there.
Joke's on us, there's a bag of devouring.
There is. That's funny. I think I keep thinking Annie has stuff and it's Clark who has it. Weird.
I think we just store it in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Because I chucked all those dolls in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think you've gotten rid of most of them or all of them, I
We
think?
got rid of them all, but we
Yeah.
worked out that I could turn around and summon the soul of something out of it through the doll, and the right doll would come up.
Correct.
So I
Yeah,
got
but
rid of
we
everything we could get out of them.
We have that phylactery is in there, and yeah.
Yeah, he's also got the crystal ball of mind reading. So you can scry on anybody you guys want at any time.
My brain. How long would it take to get from Lawfell to Sunkeep by turtle?
Going around, dragon turtles don't go that quick. They can pretty much keep up with a ship. Let me see. One day, 2 days. I'm measuring here. What's our... So 65 feet there. 15, 30, 45, 60, so 400. By turtle, if it's going nonstop, about 7 days. It'll be pretty much almost the same on foot. Going straight across. But she could try to maybe put you in a tree to here, and then you're only going to be a 3-day journey. Well, even, yeah, about a 3-day journey.
We also got that thing to do down in Lawfell.
Yep.
So I was trying to see if she can teleport us either to here, walk the 2 days, or 3 days, whatever it is.
She wouldn't be able to teleport the turtle. You guys could take the turtle here, and then go through the mirror to Marzel anytime. There'd be a tree big enough in Marzel that she could take you to the Sunkeep anytime. Well, near it. So you could always get the turtle moving ahead of time to meet you here. And then you could go to Marzel, go up to the Sunkeep, and then have her or someone bring you back.
Because my thought was if he drops us at Lawfell, he could swim around as we take that trip. And do the Lawfell thing.
Yeah.
And then, but we don't have the mirror.
Oh, and already have him up there. Gotcha.
Yeah. But we don't have the mirror for teleport to Marzel.
Nope. Not without him. Unless you want to start carrying them both around with you. Well, the one around with you.
And that's 6 days.
Roughly, yeah. You can do 30 miles a day.
Yeah, from Marzel to Lawfell.
Yeah. That's by horse last time you guys had more bounders going across, so it was a little quicker.
Right, so how long does it take the dragon turtle to get to Lillifell?
From where you guys currently are, it's about 2 days because he can go non-stop. He doesn't need to sleep.
That magic circle, I could teleport us to Marzel, couldn't I?
She would have to teach you the actual teleportation circle that's there. Yes, but she would. Where it currently is not somewhere. She would have to get permission first. It's not one that she can give where I currently have it. So she'd let you know she would have to get permission to teach it to you. Which she's willing to do. It just might take a bit. I know. So many fun options.
Last group, do we want to help John, or do we want to take the next step to the Sunkeep?
If we help John, we think the information we get there could help us, or help us be at least more informed when we get to the Sunkeep.
Yeah.
Potentially.
John's information is never a bad lot.
Yeah. Especially if the information from the Sunkeep gets us closer to demon portals or something that's, more John's expertise.
Mm-hmm.
If we know everything that he knows going into it, that might help us. Unless what I just said is backwards, and if the stuff at the Sunkeep gets us closer to the demons, then we would need to take that information to John.
Yeah, I think either way they help each other.
Yeah. Back to square one.
Lulafel's
Well,
the
if
closest.
we're already down here, we might as well just go to John, since we're already down here.
Okay.
Yeah, John, you would know, was working on something towards the Luna Castle, but he sent you guys to look for a wayward patrol. To see what's going on, because they are not checking in.
Let's go help a robot.
Yeah, that does also sound like times of the essence when you put it that way.
Kind of.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, perfect.
We're gonna. When she goes to leave to go to Marzel,
Yep.
can I get her to try and see if she can teach me the thing, like figure out if she can, and we'll meet her in Marzel?
She definitely knows it.
Yeah, but
She
the
can.
ability- allowing to teach me.
Yeah, she. Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh, not good. Hey, flat 19.
19.
I was like, I have no pluses to this. This is not good.
A 19's enough for her to pretty much just do a yes. Sure, let's do that. That'll probably come in handy in the long run, and I will just let them know what I've done. She'll get over it. She owes me a few favors, so we'll consider this one of them. Just pray tell, if you do use it, you contact Lady Tandrin and tell her you're coming, so you don't die when you get there.
Who's Lady Tandrin?
I'll take a history roll. Unless these guys want to tell you who she is. 14's enough to give you a little bit. The Lady Tandrin is pretty much the easiest way to do it, to the ambassador for the Unseelie Court. Sorry, the Seelie Court. She is pretty much second in charge of all Summer Fae. She is the current leader of Marzel. She used to run the Fae Refuge before it got destroyed. She's probably, other than Abigail, probably one of the top 5 magical creatures on Luna 1. Our party has remembered seeing her destroy a lot of demons with her wings.
She put everyone into the, frozen state dream, right? Early on?
Nope, that wasn't her.
That wasn't her? Okay.
Nope. They have not figured out who that was.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Oh, she was the one that gave the speech.
Yes. When it
Very
happened.
nice. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I don't know if you've told Thora or Hal about that yet for Clark and Alric. And Thora, Anna, you've seen it happen. It just didn't happen to you until after. You got yours later.
Right.
All right. So it takes her about an hour to teach you Teleportation Circle to Marzel, but you can have it, mark it down somewhere. But you just need to send somebody, hopefully Lady Tandrin there, a message before you go.
Yep.
And she will let her know.
So we'll head to level 12.
Pardon?
We'll head to Lower Fell.
Yep.
And then let the turtle start going towards the Sun Keep.
I heard
And then
level
I'll
12.
teleport to you.
Yep. I heard level 12. It's like, nope, we just hit 11. Not yet.
Dreams. And then we'll teleport to Marzel. And then she can teleport us towards the Sun Keep and meet the turtle there.
Are you sure you want the turtle up there?
Oh, he's going to be looking for things on the way, isn't he? The submersive.
Where the journal tells you, Artie didn't really tell you where, but you know it wouldn't be anywhere in this vicinity. He's going where nobody's been to before, to the other continent. Like, you're just like in a small little area on the moon. So picture yourself like picture the Luna 1 like the size of our Earth, just for purposes. You're just on Australia. You still have the rest to explore.
Right.
So he's gone exploring where no one's been able to explore before because of the weather. Yep. So he wouldn't be anywhere here. He's gone elsewhere.
You know, but
Mm-hmm. All right. So you guys are heading to Lulafell. Perfect.
Mhm.
All right. Now, that is going to take at least a couple days to get across there. So is there anything you guys want to do or go anywhere? You can teleport to Marzel anytime you need to. I have a feeling one of you wants to.
I just want to test the spell out. It's all shiny.
You can do
I
that
do need
too.
a long rest.
Yep.
I'm pretty tapped on spells.
Mm-hmm.
I've filled back up the Ring of Stone storage
Okay.
with Revivify and Healing, so it's pretty much just back to where it was.
Gotcha.
It's a 3 and a 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 on Revivify.
Yeah.
Just quickly, when Alric leaves earlier, can you take a short rest?
Yes.
Like, cool.
I was about to ask for a long rest.
Yeah, you guys have 2 days. So pretty much after you get to learn how to do that, Abigail's just pretty much going to tell you guys good luck and call me when you need me. She's just going to go back to Marzel for a bit. So it's on you what you guys want to do, where you want to go.
Do we want to take a rest after dealing with all that?
Oh, definitely.
Do we want to destroy the abandoned keep?
Yes. But she
Do we need to
suggested
get the
being
mirror
farther
out of the
away.
keep?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we did. Did we get that yet? No.
You didn't. You said you were going to, but you never actually did anything.
So I'll do
Yeah.
that with Clark and then go for the long rest.
Okay. You'd be able to tell that the tripwire that Alric found on the way out is probably the one that will work. Pretty much trip that.
Detonating everything.
Yeah. And
But we need to do it from far away.
yep.
Yeah, we can set up some timed thing to set it off.
Yeah. You'd definitely be able to jimmy rig something from afar, or just Annie's got a couple spells that'll go distance, because I think you have spell sniper, don't you?
I don't.
Okay.
But
120 feet is still pretty good.
yeah, I've got 3 that have 120 foot range. So.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Or
magic
100
missiles.
stars,
so I'm
150
looking at-
feet.
Mm-hmm.
Could we say, or would we have any back storage of healing potions in our house that we could stock up? Or probably not.
I don't really think you've done you've done like a search, but I don't think she wouldn't have had any. I think I told you guys what all you had.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to, if it's a trip to Marzel really quick, or if that's something that we could get in Lulafell, I would want to get a couple before we go on into anything else that we might die.
Gotcha. Yeah.
My plan was to do that after the long rest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got like at least 2 days before you're there, but yeah, you have plenty of time to either decide you would know. Either would work. Marzel might have more, but you were briefly in Lulafell, and you'd know that it's not like they have an army handy, so that place is not unstocked.
Okay. But yeah, definitely after resting and getting the portal and all that, just in general.
Okay.
A quick search.
Yep.
Thora has a long bow, so we can get far enough away before at least
Okay.
firing something at it.
That would work too.
Like as 150 regular, 600 at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've also got magic missile as well, so I won't miss at the target.
I'm good with that. Alright, so at some point, you guys, right when you're leaving, find a lovely little area big enough to have your turtle and still shoot. So when you trip this lovely tripwire, it is a series of explosions. Most of them all
Can I
start...
say one small thing before we trip it?
By all means.
Abandoned Keep's just up the road from our little friendly town, isn't it? Ira Point is where the family is.
Give me 1 second here. Hyrie Point, yes. That is where
Why
you guys were.
us sending
Yep.
and be like, don't worry about the noise. The fucking Clark's family that he's got there.
Oh, to Lois's sister, Lucy.
Stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so just that, like, they're not worried about what's coming.
Sure.
And then let the detonation go through.
Nice.
Huh? What noise?
Lots of noise. The detonation is subtle at first. You hear a lovely series of explosions at the very top of the keep. So pretty much where you fought the good old Eton up there. And then the inside, where you guys currently just were, pretty much just gets annihilated in a massive fireball. And the entire side of that whole keep just immediately goes into the water. This takes a half an hour before everything is settled and quiet again. But you do see that nothing left of whatever was up there is there anymore. It is barren rock. The explosion was quite loud.
Good riddance.
And you get a nice little chuckle from your turtle. Nice. Cool.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. So, Abigail has left you guys. Who wants to go first, or what you doing? Let's do the quick and easy thing and just go the girls. What is Annie and Thora up to after you see Abigail leave? She left like probably 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
We still have a couple days journey ahead of us, pretty much.
Yep.
Annie's gonna want to rest and kind of reorganize her thoughts after everything, and maybe use some of that time if Thora wants to exchange stories, some of Thora's memories, and also kind of bringing Thora up to speed on some stuff that we've done to kind of fill in some gaps for both of us.
Sure. Anything specific?
I mean, as far as telling Thora stuff, the arty stuff from where we started when we first got attacked with the Halbot, and
Okay.
Linking that in with Lady Tandrin and the
Yep.
the parasites and everything we learned about the different colleges and just pretty much
Okay.
Just a nutshell version of basically everything that got us here, but like highlights.
Okay, perfect. Are you going to tell her your vision that 3 of you have seen?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like Annie would share that. Whitney doesn't remember that, but it's in my notes. So
Beautiful.
yes.
Okay. At some point, Thora, you are going to be told of a vision that Annie didn't get at the beginning, but she saw Clark, Alric, Kargath, and one more person that's no longer with the party, Ned, during a speech that Lady Tandrin was given. These 4 people touched a statue, a monument, went stark still for quite a long time. And they were given a vision of pretty much what looked like a portal being open in the middle of a volcano that exploded. And the vision wasn't too keen on whether or not they escaped. All the vision showed was them leaving and running away from a pile of molten lava with a lot of winged things in the air behind them, and just a small voice saying, "Help them, help her, help Rylara." When you hear the word Rylara, can I have a history roll with advantage now that you have your memories back? Huh? 17. You hit my DC.
Sweet.
The word Rylara in your language means new moon or first moon. And you're on a place called Luna 1.
Yeah.
Could be the name of the planet or the moon.
Do y'all know what that means, Rylara?
I always thought it was a person.
No, it means like first moon, new moon, first moon. Oh, maybe that's where we are right now.
That is where we are right now. This is a moon. This is Luna 1. Oh. Oh, that's a lot more pressure than I thought. Okay. So we're not saving a person, we are supposed to save the moon.
We're saving the world, baby.
Yeah.
I'll take
Wow.
religion rolls from the rest of you.
Me too. Or
Yeah, might as well.
I'm not religious.
That's okay. Hal, you kind of hit it more on the head. Putting together a few things, you wouldn't remember. I should roll for Clerk. Okay. Clerk rolled a nat 8, base 18. You would be able to tell from what Thora's telling you and a few things going on. You would remember Alec did say this place was a planet, not a moon. It's a baby planet. And if someone who's told you to save her, Hal, with your religion check, it's probably the person you worship. Could be, well, in human terms, the 3 planets are probably her children. 3 baby gods.
Didn't Artie's journal say something about the moon being a god?
The journal would say that he's tapping into the planets. Well, he called it a moon and a planet in both. Because it's still technically in like an infant phase, the ley lines aren't perfect. They're easier to find and manipulate. He's done it once before.
The machine was mostly another distraction, as all it was for was to wake up the sleeping baby god of a planet.
Yep.
He called it a baby god of a planet.
Yep. So he's tapping into its like geothermal power and ley lines because they're not spread out yet.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can find my notes.
I also know it said something about his machines and where he was creating everything, and that he built a lot of them, but his baby was under the Moon Keep. Is that one of the ones we already went to?
Yeah, his workshop, the main one, was at the Moon Keep. Yeah.
Is that one we already went to?
Yeah, you've been in the main tower there, where you had your conversation with John, who was pretending to be Artemis.
Okay.
Yeah. But you didn't search for any underground or hidden areas in there that the journal states he made.
Yeah, where the journal said it was under it, and it had
Correct.
the tunnels.
Yeah.
That might be somewhere beneficial to try to go back to at some point to get information.
Thora, you would probably just give me a straight intelligence roll. Intelligence or wisdom, whichever you're better at.
Neither one.
Which for a barbarian is kind of hard to tell which one. Okay. And that one's the only thing I didn't want you to hit. There are 2 more planets. So if someone's named the first one Rylara, which would be able to figure out is Luna 1. Luna 2, or second moon in your language, would be Runa, Runa. And Luna Prime, the name that comes back would be Lunaris, as the names of the other 2 planets, the other 2 gods. I'll type them out in Discord for you. So Lunaris is Luna Prime, and Luna 2 is Runa. So that you would be able to ascertain is the names of Lunara's children.
Yeah, I'll explain that to everybody. I'm being helpful.
Got your memory back. I didn't think that was going to happen this session. Did not think you were going to ask her for that. I've been holding on most of this information since session 0.
Just so much going on.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. God kids.
Literally, yeah. Little baby godlings, that's what you're living on.
We're living on babies, y'all.
That's awkward.
Why did you have to do it on the first moon? The second moon is begging to be destroyed.
Right?
It's literally called Ruin.
Uh-huh.
Is that where you are in your other campaign?
Nope, they're on the actual planet. They're on Lunara.
Yeah. They're on the mother.
They're dealing with when the Fae first came through the portal.
I mean, I have the opportunity to do something very funny and prevent us from ever coming here.
Sure do. When you guys met Sargon, who had a few cards from the Deck of Many Things that Clark pulled from, Wade's character also pulled from that deck in our campaign, and he pulled the Fate card anytime he wants, he can change one thing that has happened anywhere at any time. I'm waiting for the time it happens. It's going to be fun.
So much power.
Pretty much. He could say, I just don't want the Fae to have ever came here, and I have to figure that out.
And then break this campaign.
I'll figure it out.
If I can figure out a way, because we've met Artemis
Yes.
in the other campaign.
But you don't know how bad he is. It was just a quick meet and greet.
So if I can figure out a way that wouldn't be out of character for him to realise how bad he is, I could prevent everything. Well, not just a lot, just everything. Of what if he was never born?
Yep.
And that prevents us coming to not.
And then just make fate that I wish nothing bad ever happened to him.
Or that.
But yeah, Dr. Fate, we finally found him.
Well, you're still looking for him, but
900 years too late.
You still have to find where he currently is first, and hopefully you do that and you don't kill him. Then things might change.
Well, hopefully we find him. It'll be weird if we just don't find him, but he turns up.
Yep. So
anything in this campaign you just don't want to happen? Because
it'll still happen. I'll figure things out.
It wouldn't be the first time you've retconned everything.
Direct con and one entire person so far. I could probably do it again. They erased the history of a newborn baby being born, so I had to retcon everything that happened about that baby.
Oh.
It was fun. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Yeah.
If I had to copy Pete every time history had changed.
So you guys learn a lot from Thora. Somehow she knows a lot.
I'm the smartest dumb person you've ever met.
Yeah, you are.
Hey.
Annie just kind of like squints her eyes and scoots over like a little bit away from you all, like,
Yeah, it's definitely Kerrigan's just looking back and forth going, is this normal for your kind? Hers is a little bit more subtle.
Yeah, I don't even know, buddy, and I'll just sit by him and scratch his head.
Interesting. He would also, between him and Shadowclaw, you would be able to tell that as soon as Abigail left, like, they were more animals around her. They were like docile, almost as if she had the ability to calm anything like that around her immediately without even trying. It was like part of her. They couldn't help themselves but want to be near her and have her affection. Alric. Sorry.
Yes.
So while these guys are doing a whole bunch of stuff, is Annie and Thora staying on the turtle as you guys move, or are you going to Marzel at all?
I do want to go to Marzel at some point to stock up on some potions, but
okay.
I want to stay here long enough to get a rest first.
So you're going to do that second day then. Perfect. Hal, were you going to Marzel first day or second day?
Hit the mirror.
Okay.
Come back. Start long rest. Sort of. I want maybe not straight away long rest, but yeah, Marzel was definitely day 2 for me because I'm tapped with spells.
Yeah. Okay.
And I technically have to waste a spell tomorrow for Revivify because I don't have it prepped at the time.
Gotcha. All right.
But that was in my plans, was to waste a Revivify first thing in the morning, putting it back into the spell stone.
Okay, you're going to need... Do you have a diamond to do that? You will need the components to put it into the ring, just not to use the ring.
Yeah. You said we had a fuckload of gems and bits and pieces, and that something was probably in there.
Okay, yeah, we'll see you have at least 3 diamonds worth enough right now.
Okay,
Most of it was other gems than diamond, but yeah, we'll say there's at least 3 left in there. 3 big enough for you. Okay.
So
All right.
so 2 after that one.
Yes. Okay. So you got 2 diamonds left for revivifies. Perfect. All right. So at some point, whether or not... So, Alric, you said you're going to try to do this stealthily. You can do stealth rolls at advantage because you are going to have Shadowclaw turn you invisible.
I was going to try and sort of sneak off without Shadowclaw knowing.
Oh, okay.
He's going to try.
You're pretty much bonded, so as soon as you start to move, you'd be able to tell like he's trying to keep an eye on you. But if you don't ask him to come, you'd be able to tell that he's okay with not coming. He just would be more... You might find me if it's more of a feeling of, I know you want to do something without me. If I show up, don't yell at me. That's what the bond, like the feeling you're going to get.
Right.
Because you are technically bonded, he can feel all your emotions.
Cool. Yes, but this is something he wants to do. Even the sneaky part.
Yep. Okay. I will take a stealth roll with advantage then, please, sir.
Before he's even left his room, he's casting Pass Without Trace.
Nice.
For +10.
Nice. Okay.
So that's 30.
Okay. No one sees you. At all.
Yes.
I'm not even going to let them roll. You tell me where you're going and what you're doing.
I'm going to sort of sneak to the portal.
Yep.
Back to Marzel. So I navigate my way there.
Yep.
And say, first of all, I don't know where I'm coming out in Marzel. I assume Abigail's cabin.
Yeah. You will be able to tell that... So the last time you were at Abigail's, you were in her house. It was smallish and kind of resembled a bakery the last time you were there. That's changed. The house that you end up coming through is a lot bigger, a lot weirder. You're pretty much walking into what you would think of is almost like an alchemy shop, but on a grand scale. She's in the middle of brewing a lot of things right now. The smells are really, really intricate. You're not too sure if it's food or potions, but she's in the middle of making a lot of things. She's definitely not alone. She has a lot of helpers. You're also going to see... you would have seen or know of a spell called Unseen Servant. She's doing it like probably there's 30 or 40 different things going on with some sort of invisible creatures doing it for her. She's in the middle of doing a whole bunch of stuff. The house itself is about twice as big as your current wizard tower. And you guys are, I think, 4 or 5 stories. You'd be able to tell that there's at least 30 here. It's a big building.
Gosh. Alric would run by, not even trying to sneak.
Yeah.
He knows better than to try and sneak past Abigail.
Yeah. It's just more of a, I did not think you would be first. But she's just going to like point and the door opens. Enjoy your time.
Do a little wave and dash out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Had you been invisible, it would have immediately dropped when you came through. So, I'm assuming you're going to the Fae and the Fiddle.
I'm going to the Fae and Fiddle.
Beautiful. I will switch you over to the map that I just put in. We never had a map for this place.
I'm pretty sure we did. At least to begin with.
I don't think we did we?
Oh well. This one looked a lot more exciting.
Let me just look on a few. I don't actually have a map for a tavern. No, I don't see the Fae and the Fiddle.
It was definitely just a regular 2D
Okay.
map. Some stairs,
I might have...
tables.
Weird. Yeah, I don't have it anymore. Weird. It might have got deleted, or I just didn't think we'd be going back there. Anyway, I'll find the other old map too. But I like this one too. So I'll bring your character sheet in. You come near closing time. I'll put you in around here.
I think I'd wait just across the street, finding a nice
Yeah.
shadow to sit in
Yeah, you don't.
until I can see like the last person leave.
Yeah, you don't
Or
feel.
what should be the last person.
You don't feel him at all, come or go. It's hard to tell if Shadowclaw is here. But eventually, you'd be able to tell that maybe by 8 p.m. it starts to slowly dwindle, but it's not till almost midnight by the time she gets rid of everybody here. But eventually you do see everybody get up and leave, and I'll get rid of everybody. And you see your sister try to... She's a little bagged, but she's just pretty much going around cleaning most things up, and then just sighs and grabs like a mug of ale and just sits by a table. And I'll save the picture of her for a few minutes here. Are you going in sneakily, or what you doing?
No, I'm going in and we're not announcing my presence, but I'm not trying to these stealth.
Okay.
To pass without trace as long
Yeah.
since stopped.
Gotcha. Yeah, let me do some fun rolls for her. Let's see if she sees you first. Are you going stealthily or no? Sorry.
No.
Okay. Well, with a 19 perception, she does see you eventually come to the front door. Alric, what the fuck are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be, busy?
Have a day or two. Free
Oh.
time.
Well, that's been a while. First day off in a while?
Yeah. That and first time be able to come back easily.
Yeah, well, you guys were sent on a fun mission. You look different. You're not slouching like you used to. What's up? How you been? I've heard a few things, but not everything.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's been difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I
Learn what yeah, perception.
Yes, please. Yeah, 16.
16.
Yeah, nothing major yet. Yes, you'd be able to tell that she's a little tired. The outfit that she's on, you'd be able to tell that she's had a rough couple days with the 16. But she's still nice and chipper. You don't see tails at all here. It's pretty much just her left. You'd be able to tell that she's made this place a little bit easier for her size to run a tavern, because brownies running a tavern are completely probably not the race you would choose to run a tavern. So you'd be able to tell that she's got lots of little stairs everywhere that she can climb on. You've been here many times before, so you know where they all are. You'd be able to tell that business is still quite good. Most people seemed coming in and out of here like there wasn't really much change in Marzel, even though there's a few weird things going on. It seems like maybe the populace has not been told a lot of things.
Good to see you're busy as ever.
Well, when there's only a few of us left, we all do what we have to do. You would remember that there's only 4 brownies currently alive.
Yay.
And the other 2 have been sent away other places to, well, pretty much populate. That's their entire job right now. So, yeah, but you don't see Tails. But you get a little smile from her, and she just kind of goes, I heard your bond came through. Male or female? I wasn't too sure what they gave you.
Male.
Oh.
Don't know how I feel about it. Still feels weird.
Tails is different. Yeah, our bonding was interesting. Not something I chose, but something that was, like you, almost forced. But he's been good. Comes and goes a lot. There's not a lot him and I can do a lot anymore like we used to, but has yours been a little bit more battle-worthy, I assume?
Probably. I think he's just been unlucky with the battles we've had. Not much he's been able to do.
Yes. You'd know Tails is more of a scout than anything. Not a lot of combat for Tails, other than fighting Luca. Well, are you here for the evening? Can I get you anything? What you need? You kind of have that look.
I think I just need to be home for a night.
Yeah.
Everything that comes with it.
Well, I'm a little bagged, but if you want to do some training, I would be happy to, or we can do that in the morning. It's up to you.
I was hoping to do it now, but you look exhausted.
Yeah, well, training helps you sleep. You want to do it in here?
Can't argue with that.
Or the garden?
Dealer's choice.
Garden's more fun. It's nice outside. I'll move you to the map. So you come out to your garden that you've trained out here a few times. She does more of her training out here than you would. Yours was a little different, being part of a band of maniacs. Like normal, you start off on opposite ends. Roll me initiative, sir.
Yes.
And let me throw some combat music on, as we have a brother-sister battle. Let's go with this one. 21. All right.
Nice. Rocks.
2-foot combat going here. Ooh, we get a 14 for Luca. I will now show everybody what Luca looks like. If I can find where I put her picture. I'll put it in Discord. You'd be able to tell that she can tell you've done a few things and you've learned a little bit. You haven't really seen her go all out before. She's been cautious. But you see her fists light on fire. And she gives you that, come on. Elemental monks are fun.
She's getting a bit confused look from Alric.
What?
Since when were you able to? That's cheating.
This is just fun. Hey, you're up. Even with a +9 to initiative, I rolled a 5.
Right.
I haven't used this build before, so it might take me a bit.
Ooh. My distance is perfect.
Okay.
That should be 45 to there.
Okay.
Which is my movement speed.
She's got 80.
If we're outside and it's late, I assume it's dark. Or it's dim.
Yeah, pretty much dark.
Cool.
I just
Actually,
didn't feel like putting it on.
I can go for one. Give me 5 feet still.
Sure.
I'm gonna bonus action shadow step to above her.
Okay.
Which, since it's 60 feet, that should be enough of a drop.
Okay.
For me to get a charge. A charge combat. A charge attack, even.
Cool.
And since it's a attack after teleporting, that's at advantage.
Okay.
24.
24 does hit?
A 24 doesn't hit.
Oh, it does hit, yes.
Does hit.
Yep.
I need D8 as well.
Okay.
Oh, 20 damage.
Reduced to 10. Perfect. You'd be able to tell that you hit her. You hit her good. Didn't do as much damage as you think it should. Then you'd be able to tell that underneath her body, one of her tattoos is activated.
I want to take a spin in the landing and hit her again with the extra attack.
Beautiful.
And that's a nat 1.
That's a nat 1, sir. Ooh. She's going to burn her reaction to do a fun... Can I have a dex save, please? We'll burn a key point for this. Nope. I need to burn 2 key points for that. She's going to do a water whip with her reaction on you. 19... Ooh, actually that does save. Just... Okay, so you're still taking the damage, but you don't get pulled 25 feet up in the air. You take 12 bludgeoning. I rolled pretty terrible on 3d10. So you'd be able to see her conjure some sort of whip and come out and hit you. And it kind of looks like, had she done it properly, she was going to probably toss you up into the air 25 feet. But that's her reaction burned.
And that's my turn.
Okay, back onto her now. Beautiful. She's just going to look and go, ooh, you're quicker. I kind of felt that one for once. Nice. You have been learning. Do you have your unarmed wraps on? Or did you take everything off?
That's one of the things I took off.
Okay. Well, if you're going to go naked, might as well join you. She'll take her wraps off and her dragonhide belt. And deactivate her tattoo. That'll be her bonus action. But she's still going to punch you in the face. And give herself advantage because she's not moving. That's a nat 20 for the first attack. And a 15 to hit for the second attack, probably a miss.
15 misses.
Okay, so we are doing... So 18 bludgeoning. Nope, sorry, 18 fire damage plus an extra d10. Ooh, plus an extra 10 fire damage on top of that. So it's action, bonus action.
18 bludgeoning.
No, it's all fire, sorry. Everything she does is going to be fire.
18 fire damage plus 10 on top, so 28 fire.
Correct. But she's used her bonus action to drop all her items, so your turn, sir.
Well, I'm already bloodied. But, let's see.
She only got 1 level on you, but these monks are tough.
Just I've got nothing fancy to do other than wail.
Wailing works. You got Stunning Strike. You can always hit her with.
Yeah, let's try that.
Good. 21 will hit. She doesn't have a high AC.
Ooh. I shall stunning strike that. So I can always forget what it is.
It's you con save. Okay. Which she's not the best at. That'd be an 11, sir.
She has failed.
She has failed.
Oh. I'll have to check what stun will actually do to her.
So stunning. Yeah, stunning strike basically makes she can't move. So cool. She's pretty much stunned until the end of your turn. So when it comes to her turn, she is still stunned. So you pretty much have 2 full rounds on her. And it'd be at advantage for your attack. Because she's stunned.
Right, second.
Yep,
attack. 21. Did hit.
Yeah, she's only got a 17 AC. Okay, tattoo's gone, so that's taking full effect.
And flurry of blows. Let's hit twice more.
Why not? Ooh, nat 20 in one of them.
Time to capitalize.
No. So max damage plus
max damage.
Max plus max, so 8, so 21. Okay. That's doing a little bit.
And another 6.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
Alright.
Yeah, no, that's his turn.
She's looking just bloodied. Her turn, so that would have been you. Her turn, she is still stunned. She is now unstunned, but that's her turn. Up to you. Oh, you've learned some things. Good. Good. A little harder. You're doing okay. I am taking it easy on you, just to let you know. As always.
Sure. I want to hit her again.
Okay.
Nice and simple. I doubt that hits. 15
misses. Nope. Gotta hit a 17.
Well, now you've told me that information.
Yep.
I have a feature I've barely used. Yeah, I can spend a key point to, I can add 2 to my attack roll. Cool. Focus aim. So I want to do that. Which turns that into a hit.
Ooh, yeah.
Which I'm also going to use Stunning Strike on.
Ooh, okay.
So I need a con save.
That's a nat 20, sir.
Of course, she doesn't fall for the same thing twice.
Nope.
Yeah, I've still got another attack.
Yeah, 22 will hit. Ooh, 13. Nice.
Yeah, I'll stunning strike again.
Okay.
Can't hurt.
Okay. Ooh, 10.
Fail.
Fail.
Well, time to capitalize and do flurry of blows.
Nice. Yeah, that'll hit. Second one will hit.
10
23.
and then 13. That's my turn.
Ooh. She's looking like shit. Just to let you know, sir. She pretty much like pants and goes, okay. Right. We can play that way. I'm okay with that. Okay. She is going to shadow step behind you and charge in. As she charges in, I need a deck save, please.
Didn't she fail her con save on stunning strike?
No, this first one. The second one, she got a nat 20.
Okay.
Oh no, but I did it twice, and she failed the second one. Hence, I could have advantage on my flurry of blows.
Oh, sorry. Never mind. Thank you. I forgot that.
Monks do have an ability to like just end
Yep, yep,
a
yep.
condition on them, but I forget if it covers.
It doesn't cover stunning strike. So that's her turn. It's up to you again. Sorry, I forgot she failed the second one.
How damaged does she look?
She could probably take a couple more hits, depending on how well you do.
Yeah, she's tough. She can take it.
Okay. Will hit. Ooh.
Yeah, 6.
6. 15 will miss, sir.
I shall accept the miss and just do one bonus action. Actually, I want to shadow step away.
Okay.
Let's see. Yes.
Okay.
And do the same taunt she did to me at the beginning.
Nice. All right. She's going to. She's got plenty of movement to get to you. You'd be able to tell that she's starting to hurt a little. Like she's looking ragged. She's going to move to within 10 feet of you, and she's just going to say, "My turn to teach." Right. She's going to start hitting you from 10 feet away. 27 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay. 21. I can't remember what your AC is.
That also hits.
Okay, so the first one's going to be from there. Then she's going to move. That was 60. 5, 10. So 70. The second attack will be here. The third attack is going to be here. 21 again, and I'll stunning strike that one. need a 17 con save.
I failed.
Alright. Fourth attack will be at advantage for 17 plus 23 to hit.
Yeah, of course that
So
is.
she hits you 4 times. So the first attack will be 9 damage fire. Second attack will be 11 fire. Third attack, 6 fire.
I'm currently on 1 HP.
Fourth attack, 8 fire.
And I am down. Unconscious.
With a quick little breath, she reaches into a pouch that you can't see and throws just a regular healing potion down. So you can roll a whole 2d4 plus 2, sir. Or I can really do it here for you. I got it. You're back up to 10. I think we rolled the same thing. That's funny. Well, oh, sorry, 2d4 plus 2. 8.
Nice.
Well, shit, you had her to 1 health. Had you hit her the last time, you would have knocked her out. Okay. I don't think we need to do that anymore, do you?
He's gonna collapse on the ground.
Yeah.
Just panting.
Well, that was more of a challenge than I thought. Where'd you learn that? I guess you've been reading Grandmother's journal.
She writes some tough code.
Well, shit. That was fun. Let's not do that again. Well, you'd be able to tell, like, when she started dropping everything, she dropped her clothes, she dropped everything. Now, can I have another perception roll at advantage, please? $23, that's better. She's definitely not the only one who's helping rebuild the population of brownies. She's got a little tummy on her.
Oh.
What? Oh, early stages. We'll be fine.
Was
There's
it fine for me to...
There's still more muscle there. We're fine. Like
just sort of get up and give it a pat.
Like I said before, the last time we seen each other, we're all doing what we have to do.
Wait, so how long has it actually been since for you? I assume time's still weird here.
5 weeks for me?
Okay.
Not too long.
Time's not been too weird. It
No.
was 3 weeks for me.
Ah. Well, you've done a lot. You've learned a little. I did go easy on you, but it's been a long day. And, well, you looked nice and fully rested. Come inside, we'll catch up. And, well, you can do dishes. It's only fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, you're just going to see the fire on her fists go away. I didn't think I could still do that. It's been a while. And as that she calms down, you see, like, right behind you, just a small image of Tails. For the just in case.
I give Tails a wave.
You get, like, the deadpan stare. With the almost... I'm watching you. As much as you can get that from a cat Sith. Mm-hmm.
It's a cat, you can definitely get that.
She's such a fun build. She's been level 10 since we started. I haven't not done anything else to her character sheet.
I'm still level 8.
I know.
I haven't leveled up yet.
Nope, that's fine. But yeah, she'll basically tell you, like, if you wanted to learn anything about her style that she's learned, she'd be able to probably teach you something. But it would take a day or two.
I think he'd really consider it.
Okay.
Other than that, I think just be the rest of the time talking.
Okay. Beautiful.
And let other people do stuff. Because I've just taken...
Yep. Had you taken the last
yes.
hit, you finally would have beat your sister.
That couldn't happen. Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah. Had you knocked her out, Tails was going to start clawing at your face.
Tails would probably have killed me.
Tails is a lot more... his character sheet is pretty much double Shadowclaws. Not much in damage-wise, but stealth and perception.
I didn't have much health left.
Nope.
And the time it takes her to get back up, I wouldn't be surprised if she wakes up to my throat gone.
No, Tails would know better. It's just more of a she was mine before she was yours kind of feel. Perfect. All right. Well, you have a lovely evening with your sister. You can take a long rest. If you wanted to sleep in your old room, by all means. It's just a room. It's not really yours anymore. It's pretty much been turned into a guest bed because you have not stayed here for quite a while. She does fill you in with a few things that are going on. Not too much more than you already know, other than a lot of... she'd fill you in pretty much of all the people from Alric that are now here in the Colosseum that is finished. The amphitheater in the back. So she'd let you know, might be fun to go see that tomorrow and reconnect with people. Especially one Ned and Lois. If you want.
I'll sleep on it.
Sounds good. Me too. I'll clean up in the morning. You do dishes, I'm going to bed.
Yes.
Yes. Good. Alright. While that's happening, what's the other three of you guys doing? Sorry you missed the lovely beatdown between two 2-foot-tall brownies, Thora. I'm sure you would have enjoyed it.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Mm-hmm.
She can take one.
Alright, so Hal, was there anything you wanted to do in Marcel the first night, or do you guys want to push on to day 2?
I probably wouldn't have turned up to day 2.
Yeah, okay, I didn't think so. Alright, I'll put us back. Yep.
So I'll go first thing in the morning if the others don't want to do anything.
Sure.
I'm
would you wake them up or ask them if they want to join you?
I would have had breakfast here.
Okay.
So I would have waited for us all to go together, sort of thing.
Perfect. So as you, Thora, and Annie wake up in the morning along your journey, you do have Hal waiting for you guys at breakfast.
I've just got to waste a 3rd level to put the Revivify in.
Yep.
Can I cast it a second? I'll waste a 2nd, 3rd level just before we leave to talk to Alric that's disappeared without a note.
Gotcha.
And is not in the building.
Alric, you're waking up to a sending from Hal.
You're good, bud? You've gone missing, or have you just hit town before us?
Catching up with family already there. Apparently the Colosseum's finished.
I'm not going to waste another one on flying.
Okay.
Because that'd be all my third slots gone before I've even had breakfast.
True.
I'll pass that on to the group that he's gone, and his family, and the Colosseum's finished.
Perfect.
So I'll just say, yeah, I'm ready to head out when you two are.
Yeah, no use waiting on him apparently. So, yeah.
No, we're not good enough to wait for either, or introduce the family.
A couple of them
I've
know the
met his
family. Yeah.
I've met his sister. She's a lot like him, a little feistier. Nice in though.
Free dinner on him then, since he left us behind.
Oh, that would be nice. We'll just go crash. We can just go crash their reunion. I know where it is.
Excellent.
All right. So you guys are all headed to Marzel, I assume. Perfect. Where do I have these pictures? Come up, Brandon. All right. So I'll move you guys over to the main map. I'll just leave this one here. Anywhere specifically? So pretty much the same when you guys go through. So are you using the teleportation circle or the mirror?
I'll use the mirror.
Perfect. That's a smart idea.
I don't need to waste the 5th level.
No. Okay. So you guys head up Endolin, go through your portal. I'll show you again what Endolin's lair looks like, because that's where the portal is. Unless you guys wanted to move it into your house, you can do that, so you don't have to keep going to the amphitheater. But when you guys first came through here, so your home, so the main portal is there. Your home is now, yes, this one here. The current one you have stolen that went to the theater is up here. That's the one you guys now currently have in your house. But the one that she's fixed is this one. Right here. So there's still this one that's broken. And I think there was another one.
This one is the one that went to the place where we found the big portal, right?
Yes, right here. Yep.
Yeah, okay. Did we go through this one?
That one's busted still.
That one still is, okay.
Yep.
And this one?
The one up here I have labeled as the underground lair, but I don't remember what that is. What other underground lair? I'll try to remember that one. But I think that one is also destroyed. Oh, no, sorry. So, Portal Mirror. This was the theater. Or one of them was the theater. That might have been the theater. Anyway, there's still 2 broken ones anyway. Either works.
Oh, there's 2 broken ones. Okay.
Yeah. And you guys go to Marzel. I'll just put you over to the Fae and the Fiddle because it's really the only map I now have of Marzel.
I don't know if my camera's working, but we have a little baby boy who's just come in from outside.
Hi, buddy. I don't have your camera working, no.
No, I've got.
I think your video card says you can't have... If you close Roll20, it might pop up. Roll20 sometimes is a video card hog. But if not, no worries. We can pretend we know what the baby looks like.
There it is. Just reset.
There he is. Yep. Oh, he's got sunglasses on. Oh, he's adorable.
Dude.
Hi, buddy.
Ah,
Yeah.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
Loves this glasses. Hates the sunlight.
Yeah.
aw,
Oh, he's
so
cute.
cute.
He's getting bigger.
Yeah, he's not little anymore. Doesn't fold up in the hoodie the same way.
True.
Oh,
There we go.
turn the camera off and get back to D&D.
All right. So, as soon as you guys go through the portal, you are met by Abigail's house, but this time it is pretty much empty. There's just a little note that just says, "Open the door, free to go, free to come. If you need me, find me."
Yeah, one second.
So, is there anything specific you're looking for, or where would you like to go?
I'd like to think Hal's never been here.
No, you have not.
Can I just levitate up real high?
Yep.
Get like a bird's eye view.
Yep. Clark would pretty much tell you anything you need to know about this place. Same with Annie. Clark hasn't really been here a lot. Annie grew up here. Well, she spent the last 15, 16, pretty much 15 years here. She grew up elsewhere, but she knows it probably better than all of them.
I don't know if you'll make me do a strength check, but I'm going to try to pick up a barbarian and float with her.
Oh, then, yeah, I definitely need a strength check because levitate really can't do a lot for you.
Yeah, just can levitate up to a weight.
Air Genasi,
Yeah.
I'm sure you can fly anyway.
Levitate too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gonna say.
Levitate together.
Yeah,
A couple that levitates together.
Clark's just gonna look at you guys and go, "Do you want to fly by? Tie some rope on you both. Give you a little bird's eye view."
Yeah.
Cool.
Annie and Kerrigan just sit on the ground staring up like assholes.
Uh-huh. Why is it never us?
You chose to be a cat.
Annie can climb. She's got claws.
That's true.
Yep. That's what she's built for, is climbing and looking and watching. All right. Let me bring up Marzel here, and
Everyone just looking up and seeing, is it a
Yep.
bird? Is it a plane?
exactly. Nope, that's just Clark. With his outfit on, though, this is looking strange. So Marzel's...
And a race that nobody knows, just flying over.
Yep.
This is not going to go well.
You never know.
It's Marcel. Weird stuff happens there.
Yeah. I need to open up more pages here. So Marzel itself, you definitely tell this is a completely different town than you are used to. Definitely Fae related. Everywhere you go in Marzel, you see a completely different set of guards than you're normally used to. Like, for you, it's more like human, dwarf. You do have like the odd Goliath, the odd orc. Here, for the majority of all the guards you're going to be seeing, most are centaurs, Norns, trolls, and cat Sith, just like Shadowclaw. You're going to be seeing probably 30 or 40 of them flipping in and around, jumping through stuff. Most of them are on top of all the buildings trying to stay hidden. As soon as you guys start to appear, you're going to see a lot of them turn invisible immediately, almost like I should not have been seen. But you do see this place is turning not militaristic yet, but you're seeing a lot of movement of more armed people than you would think this town would have. This is definitely the most Fae place, so you're going to be seeing fairies. You're going to be seeing pretty much almost every sort of Fae creature you can think of here.
Is it a lot different as far as being weaponized since when I left?
Yes.
Okay.
The town
So
is... Someone's
thing.
told them that they have literally found out that whatever Alec and Abigail have been up to, that time is now flowing normal here. So there's more of a rush on things.
Okay.
Yep. Annie, you would definitely see a few people that you know milling around, but unless you go start talking to anyone, it's quite a hustle this morning. There is still quite a few people heading out to the north where you know the new amphitheater is.
I feel like she was always pretty solitary, so probably wouldn't approach unless approached.
Yeah, that's what I figured. For you guys in the sky, you're getting just a nice quick flyby. The tree has gotten a little bit bigger. For Hal and Thora, this whole town is under... So basically right in the middle of town is a tree. It is a tree that encompasses the entire town in its canopy. It's pretty much like the base of the tree from the top is about 25 blocks. It's massive. It is a fairly new tree, but some druids, and especially Alec, have been tending this thing to make it grow extremely fast. So the entire town is like... There's still sunlight coming through the tree, but it is more enchanted light than anything on the inside. It's quite darkish in areas. But the tree itself is roughly 300 feet tall by now.
Well, that's a big tree. This isn't like any town I remember seeing. A whole tree town.
Yeah, kind of more like this place looks like the forest was allowed to grow. Like all the houses here have vines and trees growing in them, out them. It's definitely like a town that's kind of built a forest inside of it instead of building it inside a forest.
I like this place.
Annie will kind of go, if she doesn't want to get too far away from her floating friends, but she will try to find a place where there's not as many people and kind of wink at Kerrigan and climb up in a tree and just try to like walk from tree to tree in a couple places if she can.
Yeah, this is what you've done before. You would know of lots of places to like hit to perch on. Basically, you're not a bird, but you perch like one.
Yeah, just like when she was a little kid, she would like climb from race her sister from branch to branch. So she's gonna just kind of try to just have some memories and just go tree to tree for a minute, and then she'll hop back down out of her system. Perfect.
Anywhere specific you would want to go to? I know you want to look for alchemy stuff. There are a few options here. Whether or not you want to do that now or later, that's up to you.
Whatever.
I will take a history roll to see if you can remember where one is. Hmm. 21's enough to know. About a block away is probably one of the most fun ones you've been in because it is run by another Tabaxi. It is run by a Tabaxi named 40 Hearts by the River. She is quite old. She's not as tall as you, but she's pretty much like she's burned a lot of the fur off her in her time, and she's covered them up with tattoos. She runs a place called the Naughty Chemist.
So what I'm hearing there is almost like a naked mole rat, but for a cat.
Oh, yeah, got it.
It's a hairless cat.
Yep, she's an eclectic one.
But what are her tattoos of?
Most of them are animals. She's kind of like got bear on one side, tiger on the other, like almost like eagle wings on her back.
I was like, please tell me that she's got like a hair tattoo, like fake hair tattoo on her.
What? Sorry.
you can get the fake hair tattoo.
Oh, no, she still has fur on, like, the whole face is fine. It's more like the arms and part of, like, the upper chest where she does most work is pretty much just been singed off over the years. She'd probably, like, her feet would probably be fine, but she's like spotty. But she would be the best place to go to.
All right. Yeah. Whenever my friends come back to the ground, I will direct them to the naughty chemist.
Okay, perfect. While these guys are flying around, Alric, what's your morning like when you wake up?
Well, I picture it as he's lying there expecting a lie-in before getting dragged out by his sister to help with the morning breakfasts of people. Yep. So he's probably stuck in the kitchen somewhere.
Beautiful. All right. She definitely is up before you, even though she took quite a bit of a beating also. You'd be able to tell that she decided to just let hers heal normally overnight. She's got a few more bruises, probably a nice black eye in the morning. But she's nice and chipper, just going about her day. Morning. Do you know if your friends are coming for breakfast, or should I just get something ready for you?
Wouldn't know. They know I'm here.
Ah. Well,
they can guess I'm here, but they know I'm here, and I was just like area gesture.
Yeah, she's gonna point over to a corner, and you're gonna see Tails and Shadowclaw just there on a table, just having a chat. He showed up this morning. Interesting one. Didn't know they'd have some battle spurs, but he's well equipped.
Yeah, but I make it look like I know what I'm doing, but I'm still learning how to use that saddle.
Yes, we got rid of ours a while back. Kind of outgrew the saddle. I think you will too eventually. It's a little more easier for them at the beginning to get to know you with the saddle, but I think given time you'll probably get rid of it. I think you'll be fine.
Cool. Well, I can handle my own breakfast if you want to.
Well, let's make it anyway, just in case. My gardener should be here shortly anyway. She can do most of the work. I do have one helper, but I don't think he's going to be until like the noonday rush. Anyway, yeah, let's both just start making food. I'm sure they'll show up. They usually do. I got a couple people showing up this morning too, but I can tell them to fuck off. Worth it.
I imagine that'll have Alric tied down for the time being.
Yeah, perfect. Alright. Eventually, you guys come down from your lovely flight over the town of Marzel. And you guys, Clark would be able to see where Annie is from the sky. And you guys are set down in front of where she currently is waiting.
Took you all long enough.
Well, you certainly have a nice town here.
It is quite nice.
You offered to take us for a trip, so we had to use Clark.
Yeah, this place is fun. You would also know, Annie, where you currently are. I got a paper map somewhere of this place. You're about 2 blocks away from the Fae and the Fiddle.
Cool. That was going to be my suggestion for the end of the day. So I know we at least wanted to get some potions. This is an old acquaintance, an old friend owns this place, and she's a fun character. If you want to check it out, gesture toward the naughty chemist.
Well, I certainly like the name.
You will also like, I'm just gonna call her River because she has a long day. So, come on, and I'll just go in.
Perfect.
River.
As you open the door to the naughty chemist, you come face to face with. Well, she's about your height. Same color skin. Well, same color fur. It's been a while. Can I have a intelligence save for seeing your sister for the first time in a long time?
I'm sorry, but Whitney needs an intelligence save. What?
Yep.
He's just changing shit as he goes.
And that one. That's even better. Okay.
Annie passes out.
Yeah, pretty much. So you see Annie open the door and come face to face with someone who looks a lot like her, and then just passes out. And we'll pick up there next session.